Hey guys, I hope everyone has had a blessed week. It has been a poppin' week over here, and I am so blessed to say and to be a part of some of the things that I get to bring to light today. So, obviously, we have some more DC news coming down the line. We've had huge breakings in the last few weeks with the release of Black Adam, and now with an upcoming Man of Steel sequel, so we'll get into that in just a little bit. The first thing I do want to talk about is props to Amazon. Amazon Prime is coming out with some great originals. Lord of the Rings has released finally the first full season, and it is awesome. Along with a new original called The Peripheral, which I had the honor and privilege of being an extra, casted as an extra, and actually am in the first two episodes. The first two episodes are currently out for The Peripheral, and I have made a couple of split seconds shots in the movie, or in the show rather, and it is so cool to say that I am part of, even in the smallest form, an Amazon Prime original series that is sitting at currently number 2 in the top 10, right behind Lord of the Rings. So very cool to say that I'm got to be a part of that, and kudos to everyone who's helped make that a possibility. So please go check out the first two episodes of The Peripheral. Let me know what you thought down below in the comments, and let me know if you were able to catch me. I did share a picture of one of the wardrobes that I got to wear when I was waiting in one of the back rooms. So let me know if you got to catch that particular day in the second episode. So following the heels of now knowing that there is a sequel to Man of Steel being set up, we got to recently, Henry Cavill was in an interview, I forget with whom, but the link will be down in the below for the clip. It was with MTV, sponsor, some kind of feed from them. But anyways, there was a question asked, and it was directed by Zack Snyder. So via video call or a recorded message, I'd imagine, Zack Snyder got to ask Henry Cavill an awesome question about how awkward it was, if at all, for him to fly in some of the flying scenes for Man of Steel. And obviously, at the end of that message, we get a little hint of, I can't wait to work with you in the future. And of course, you are the greatest Superman. And so that, to me, I smiled ear to ear, because everyone knows how Zack Snyder likes to plant little hidden messages, little hidden teases throughout his social media. And I honestly can't help but take that as this. He could be talking about just any future product in general, but knowing Zack Snyder, I have a hint that there are things down the line that are going on behind the scenes that can only formulate a possible dark side, big ensuing battle in the years to come. Of course, we're going to have a standalone Superman movie, who Henry Cavill himself has said this movie is going to be enormously joyful, because that is something he's sincerely missed in his the last few times he got to play Superman. He didn't get to kind of exude the hopeful, joyful Superman that a lot of us kind of have known from the comics in previous iterations. So he's going to get a chance to portray that. But also, I think as that comes down the line, we're going to be able to see this anti-life equation Superman ultimately be pitted up against members of the Justice League and working with the likes of Darkseid. So I cannot wait, and I'm super excited. Everyone who is questioning whether or not, we know Henry Cavill is here to stay as Superman, so that can only mean good things down the line. And other huge news is that there are currently new heads that were put over at the DC office. So it is no longer called the DCEU. That is out. It is now simply the DCU, which I don't know why it wasn't that to begin with. So that makes a lot of sense with now the new heads being James Gunn and Peter Safrin. James Gunn obviously is a director, producer, well-known movies from Guardians of the Galaxy to Slither, movies like that. Obviously did the new Suicide Squad, coming in to head up DC Studios, which to me, again, just bodes very well for the future that Snyder has, because if you look closely, James Gunn was I believe, a screenwriter for one of Zack's earlier movies, Dawn of the Dead. They have a really close relationship. James Gunn, Zack Snyder, David Ayer, and other filmmakers alike are constantly promoting each other on social media, which is such a good I guess, a balance which we haven't had in the past with other executives or people on up in the totem not really paying much attention or even, I guess, promoting on social media their filmmakers or people that they work with. So it's super cool to hear these positions were given to these guys because, again, they're listening to the fans now more than ever. They're starting to do course corrections that we can visibly see starting to have an impact, not only in the movie universe, but just in what it's speaking for in the television series for the future of DC Comics. So excited as a DC fan, super excited to hear Henry Cavill's coming back and to the Superman role. We have Ben Affleck signed on for multiple more Batman roles, smaller roles. I'm not sure how many, what that includes. But I mean, the gang is here to stay, and I am super, super excited to just see what develops. And so hearing this, does that bring you any excitement? Does it maybe bring you something new that you weren't aware of? Drop a like, comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the first 2 episodes of The Peripheral. I'm really looking forward to seeing more of that. I'm not a show guy, but between Lord of the Rings and now The Peripheral, I'm starting to get a little hooked into some of these. So definitely excited there. Let me know what you're excited for in the Superman, Batman world. And are you looking forward to what James Gunn and Peter Safrin are going to do? I am. So super excited. Again, Peter Safrin is another well-known producer. He's worked on a lot of films with James Gunn. So what I'm seeing here is teaming up. It's uniting, and it's finally cohesion. So that's what we want as fans. We want everything and everyone to work together for the good of the films, for the good of the fans, what everyone wants. Hopefully everyone will get. So let me know. Show your support below. I appreciate you guys tuning in and staying to the very end. I know this was a long one. We will keep you updated. Be well. Be blessed. We'll see you next time. Calvin Hicks here. Until then, we'll see you.